If that happens, then we're closer to the bear market than it is to the bull market. Because
we've been calling to go into stables for like 2 or 3 weeks now. Like, if you are a listener to this show, and I know there's listeners because I see the stats, and you didn't listen, like, what more do you need, bro?
like they think these influencers are messiahs and they didn't know exactly what's going to happen. No one really knows.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto flip.
I put 1,500 into Trump's meme coin with an average cost of $5. I made $18,000. I couldn't believe it. I'm not even that deep into crypto. I've never made that much money. Then I lost half of it, and I've been chasing that 18,000 since. Buying and selling Trump's meme coin, praying to God for another parabolic run. I lost. Oh boy, I lost it all.
You can't make this shit up.
You can't, honestly. I lost it all on fucking stupid crypto, and I'm back to where I was. I want to cry. I hate myself, and I can't get over it. I have to lie to my girlfriend and say I made it out with 10K. I didn't. I'm fucked, man.
You know, we call man like you, bro. Exit liquidity. My man's trading. My man's trying to chase what he had before. You had a nice little run of a random meme coin that the president-elect at the time launched, and yeah, he robbed you. The world robbed you. Now you're trying to chase those gains back, bro. It's gone. You might as well tell your wife, your girl, whatever, that you lost that money because it's never coming back, bro. Man said he's praying to the gods for the price of Trump to go up. Nah, he's lost it.
Bro, listen, it all went wrong when it said, I'm not even that deep into crypto. That's where it all went wrong, man. If you really deep in it, that's where you went wrong, because when you're not from this market, and you know, we've been, I think this is my third cycle now. I've seen things drop off the face of the earth, bro. Like, and then they will make a convincing enough rally. They will pump 150% in like a week to convince you that, hey, we're still here. Then fall off the cliff again with another 8% drop. So when you're dealing with like a speculative asset like meme coins, even if it's Trump's meme coin, even if he's the one that launched it, it doesn't mean like it's here to stay forever, fam, especially with no utility. So when you had your 18K from you basically almost 15x your money. And for you to want to, well, not 50, yeah, you did that 3x your money. Wait. Yeah, almost you did almost have 12x.
What?
So for you to not, yeah. So for you to not,
3x.
yeah, for you to not just lock in those gains and at least play with the rest, like take 50%. You know what I mean? And then if you really believe in it, let the other half of your portfolio rise. So I think again it's just greed, like Rick said. You know what I mean? People like greed is one of the reasons why the market will always be here, fam. It will literally outlive us, honestly. You know what I mean? It's a very clever system to extract money from greedy traders. And if you don't know when to kind of capitulate and say, you know what, let me just take my losses. Bro, 18K, 15K, 14K. Bro, he reached half. And you still thought it was going to go to the moon. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Bro, at 12K, you're still thinking, yeah, it's going to go up. It's going to go up. You didn't sell nothing. It's on you, my guy. You know what I mean? It's all about risk management and knowing when to just kind of hit that reset button, because, I mean, that's going to be the theme of today, basically. So, man.
Have you man ever seen that Wojak meme? It's quite popular on YouTube. It's like this, he's like representative of every DJ out there. He's like working his 9 to 5, but he's trying to hustle, trying to trade on the side. And if you've never seen it, I highly recommend everybody go out there and go on YouTube and Wojak trading. And typically, this is what happens. He'll do something. It will look like it's working, and then you see that Bogdanov guy be like pump it or whatever, or crash it, and then boom, the whole thing is cooked. And that's what it looks like will happen to you. You're like, yo, I'm riding high. Trump's like, pull the trigger, sell everything, dump it, and then boom, you're gone.
Literally, bro. Literally, fam. Literally. My man said, yo, I'm pushing the trigger. I'm raising tariff. Dump it. And my man is still holding the bags. Say no more.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. But, all I have to say, better luck next time. Hopefully the next one is more in your favor, even though this is not really your thing.
Indeed.
I had a 0.8 BTC. I also had 10K in dots, hoping to go up, outperform BTC, and then change it for the remaining 0.2. Never happened. Was minus was minus 30%. So I tried a meme. I swapped that for NPC. 6 months later, was 50% down. Got desperate and tired of waiting for a pump. I made the error of gambling it on pump.fun coin.
Nah.
I feel so sad. Everything I buy goes to hell. All I wanted was a whole Bitcoin. That's all he wanted, guys. Just a whole Bitcoin. It's not much to ask. Just one Bitcoin.
All we wanted was a whole
Wait.
Bitcoin.
Wait. Before you react to this, I want to hear your opinion. And no. What I want to clarify is before on the same page.
Yeah.
He didn't lose his 0.8 Bitcoin. He only lost his 10K worth of dot that was trying to flip into 0.02 BTC. Are we on the same page?
Oh, I thought he was half in that 0.8 Bitcoin brain. I thought this guy was pulling out tens of thousands of dollars on calls. That's how I understood it.
No. I think it has to be the dot, because if not, then he's screwed. Like, if you telling me he gambled away basically
80K.
0.9 Bitcoin, no, but plus the 10K in dot, you gamble all of that away just to get it to 1 BTC. Like, why not just cash out the 0.9 BTC itself? Like, why does it have to be a whole Bitcoin?
It had to be a whole Bitcoin. If it's not a whole Bitcoin, it's not a Bitcoin. It's a bit of a Bitcoin.
There you go.
What a fucking
And then
loser.
the floor is yours.
you know what?
Hold tight, man.
They're gone.
No, go for it.
No, what I was gonna say is that this guy, his obsession with, having a whole Bitcoin is where he went wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with having goals and targets, by the way, but it's a bit different when you have an obsession and you allow that to cloud your judgment, especially when you go into meme coins and then you're like, fund this. Let me go on to pump fun. So the most degen of meme coins. And then you lose it all in 2 days. 10 bags to 0 in 2 days is impressive work. I can't lie.
Man said impressive.
Yeah. That might be a record.
I agree. Well, imagine this guy went to the casino. Too much. Imagine this guy went to the casino, bro, and he thought, I'm just going to take out the highest value chips he can. So I could just imagine this guy going on pump.fun and saying, what? Yeah, degen coin. Yeah, this is going to moon. Yeah, this is going to do the thing that takes me to 1 bit. Nah, man, he's silly. Bro, to be honest, he could have staked that dot and at the end of the year got 10% APY on that dot. And okay, yeah, it would have been £11,000 in dot, $11,000 in dot. So that wouldn't have taken to 1 Bitcoin, but definitely a safer bet.
Assuming that the price of dot stayed the same though.
Bro, the price of dot fell through the floor, my guy. It's on the floor right now.
Dot who? .com, you mean, yeah?
Dot for what?
Yeah, true. But the funniest thing about it is that even though the dot crashed, he still would have had more if he did what you said compared to going on pump fun.
If he had just cashed it out there to BTC, it would have had a better what's it called, resistance to whatever happened in the market, because it was still Satoshi value is still 0.9. Whether you sell today or tomorrow or you sold 3 months ago, it will still be 0.9. You know what I mean? Because it's Bitcoin, right? But what a mess. Because like I said, you should just kept that. Because the thing about altcoins is I've been gifted this as well, because I remember I carried my Casper bag from last cycle to this cycle. But over this cycle, I just had to just be like, yo, I'm gonna part of this bag because at the end of the day, I'm not a bag holder, fam. I'm here to make money. Yes, I care about the tech. They obviously care about the visual we make, but at the end of the day, if something's underperforming, don't be afraid to kind of shed it. And bro, I shed like Casper bag. I was down on that trade. I was down easily 36%, 40%. You know what I mean? And I was lucky because it would have been worse. Like right now, I didn't know what the price is because I know it's for another, like, wait, it's probably Satoshi's or below. Let's see. Casper, oh, still point. No, this get ICO price, literally. So, like, I converted to Bitcoin. And I think that's what you should have done as well. Because when you think these altcoins can't drop any lower, trust me, they can, bro. Trust me, they can. Especially altcoins, especially meme coins, followed by altcoins. Even the blue chip ones, yes. Like, we see XRP doing pretty well, actually. Still holding up his value, still like $2.16 right now. As I'm scoring off the cliff. But what I'm trying to say is, because it's got a huge following and it's got, I don't want to say a lot of demand right now, but at the same time, there's a lot of following that loves the XRP, so they will defend it. But right now, people always had a doubt about DUT, and for you to just want to hold that money in there with DUT is the only asset that's not getting a ATF. Everybody else is getting an ATF other than DUT.
Man said
Because
everyone
don't
else.
believe in everyone else, bro. Even Trump meme coin.
Man said
Bro,
everyone
Trump
else.
meme coin.
You get it.
Bro,
Nah,
bro,
bro. You
Trump
making
meme
sound
coin.
wild, bro.
Bro, Trump ETF is getting a meme. Trump's memes getting an ETF before Duck gets an ETF because of all these overcomplicated architectural parachains that Gavin Woods it's way on the highway, fam. Like, no one wants to use your chain, bro. Like, you keep me stubborn. You be like Cosmos, fam. Just long unforgotten. So yeah, you fucked up, my guy. So yeah. I hope you didn't gamble with it 0.8 Bitcoin, because if you still have that, you're good. But if you somehow went on pumped up fun and gamble that way, sticky for you. It'll be a long one for you, buddy. Long one. And you don't want that.
It is, honestly. But welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I am joined once again with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deji. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a review, because we do read them and we will read them out. So there is no other place to start other than the market. I remember waking up this week and then seeing Bitcoin, seeing alerts on my phone saying Bitcoin has fallen below 90K. I was like, swear down. And okay, I was like, all right, cool. Then I woke up today and I was like, Bitcoin fell through 80K. And I was like, swear down. So I'm afraid to go to bed tomorrow because I don't know whether I'll be waking up to Bitcoin goes to like 69K, 20K, 50K, 10K.
Don't be silly, fam.
Going. But
if Bitcoin goes to 20K, fam, we're all bad ASAP, fam.
No, if Bitcoin falls, yeah, but the rest of the market is another question. But the question I have for you guys is this the sign that we are now entering a bear market? Or have we reached a local top? Or is it something else at play? Because unlike other bull market crashes such as the FTX or when it comes to like the Corona stuff, there was like a legit reason. Obviously, we've got the tariff stuff, but for me, it's not really a strong enough, event for it to be causing this much of a pullback. So I want to hear your thoughts.
So, is this the end of the bear market? I went through looking at Twitter this morning. Some people were saying it was never a bull market. Like, we were just, the Bitcoins were just pumping. Yeah, bro, the guy's chatting utter shit, bro. Because how can you say Bitcoin hitting, how can you say total crypto market cap being something like $3.5 trillion is not a bull market? And price dropping from 109 per Bitcoin to where it's at now, which is like 80 odd or 78. Bro, at the end of the day, yeah, I think we're just 84. Come on, bro. It's not even like we've lost hope. Obviously, 20% dip is a big dip, when it comes to Bitcoin, especially when the cost of a Bitcoin is so high. Like that's basically 20K that got wiped off, and I think it bottomed out at like 79 or 78. But the reason why I don't think this is cause for concern, 77.
Okay. Yeah, no, 78.3.
Okay, so the reason why I don't think this is cause for concern, bro, is because in November we had the Trump pump, November the 4th or 7th, whenever it pumped, we had the Trump pump. Trump pump took it up to 109, and we saw some alts, not many of them, catching a bid. So right now we're still higher than the previous Trump high, and now we're sitting in a place where I guess a lot of people are just like, what's gonna happen now? But you look at the market, I guess Bitcoin took the most of the beating. Actually, that's not true. There's some coins that fell through.
No, that's not true, man. Yeah.
So
meme coin to the most beating, fam.
Yeah, but meme coins have been dying since January. Meme coins have been
but they started January. They're the more risky asset. So obviously, risky started in the meme coin sector, and again, that was another signal. That was another top signal.
But do you know what's had the most of the top 20, maybe even top 40 coins? You know which coin has had the hardest hit over the last 2 weeks?
What was that?
We're talking Ethereum, Solana. I think Solana got that outflows. Yeah,
Solana, bro. I tried to send you a message on the chat, but I don't think it went through because Solana dropped all the way to 130. And at the time, we were listening to our podcast about how you were holding Solana. You don't know why you're holding it. I took a screenshot and sent this, be like, yo, are you all right, bro? Am I just checking in? It didn't send. I'm glad it didn't send. But yeah, so Solana's dying. I don't know, man. I think overall, nothing has changed in the market, like fundamental wise, to say actually the bull run's over or like this is it, like where the market's dead. So I think it's just a pullback, isn't it? We just deal with corrections and we keep it moving. Obviously, this was the reason why, or something like this was the reason why we've been calling to go into stables for like 2 or 3 weeks now. Like, if you are a listener to this show, and I know there's listeners because I see the stats, and you didn't listen, like, what more do you need, bro? Back in September in 2018, we were saying buy XYZ coin. Not financial advice, but this is what we're gonna buy. Then things went up 200-300% over 24. Early 25, we're like, yo, we're gonna go into stables. And you, man, are still sidelined or just not. I don't know, man. So yeah, my advice to everyone is not financial advice, but I just don't think this is the end of Bitcoin. We still ain't seen TGS spend down do half the things that we want it to. QE is not here yet, bro. And when QE comes, it's going to be a different type of market. So yeah, generally, I just think you just have a correction, man. Use it. Load up your bags. Yeah, get ready for the run because this ain't the run, bro.
Yeah. So wait. So do you think this is the bear market? Do you think we haven't?
Nah, man. Nah, we just have a correction.
Yeah,
I think this is a bear market.
I mean, you guys are absolutely correct. I mean, this is just another correction, in my opinion, because over the past several bull runs, I remember in 2018, there was that was a bit of a harsher correction, but it was about 60% correction. Then we had one in 2021, it was about another 30% correction. This one so far has only been a 28% correction. I will share my screen, but I can't be bothered. I think we need to be doing a separate TA section because I know we don't have that much time to kind of go into a technical analysis, but we need to start showing our viewers some of this stuff because the signal was there, fam. Once we flushed up all the way to 109 and then we had a pullback and that retest failed, that should have been a way for you to short that. That's so you call it a H12 breaker, fam. And then I'm mad at myself because yes, I'm on a sideline as well, like human, but I didn't take the short because I had the funds there. You know what I mean? But it was a textbook short because
facts,
bro, the market felt really super overheated. Like
facts.
What's that Argentinian president? He was actually one of the
Javier.
Yeah, Javier. Yeah, I think Javier really because what people are seeing is that cool. We don't know what the labor market data is gonna be. We know Bitcoin's gonna react to that. We also know February, April is never really a favorite season to Bitcoin, and May as well. So we could go sideways for the next couple of weeks, capitulate eventually, then maybe have a dead cat bounce where you have a bull trap. People will be like, "Oh, season is back," jump even more back to 73. But I still think as long as we're consolidating above the previous 2024 high, which is 63K, if we're not below 63K, I think we're in a good position to rally back up for another. I think I've always said my prediction for Bitcoin is between 115K to 120K. I don't think we're gonna get 200K. If you're thinking we're gonna get 200K Bitcoin, you're crazy.
No, not this. Not
The
this.
signs are there, like, bro. We've been testing that range low of 90K. We had the DeepSeek stuff for the Chinese, kind of basically just flexing their muscles, just flexing their powers. Then we had a tariff dump. We held this dump. Once you cross that 90K support, I just knew that we're gonna come all the way back down to that CME gap, which is basically between 77K and 80K. If you don't hold that, we'll go down to 73K. And obviously, personally, I don't want to see Bitcoin drop 50% because that does tell me that we're closer to the end more than the beginning. And I've been saying this for the past. I've been saying it. The bull market progression so far has been at least 65% because a lot of the people in the trenches, in the meme coins, because they're still making gains and getting lucky and then playing a casino rolling dices, they felt like it's on forever. But as you can see now, people are now a bit turned off since that Javier released the meme coin, and then we just been misallocating capital because I think personally, I don't know about you, man. I've made more money in this bull run I've ever made ever since I've been in this cycle, but I still think it's the worst bull run ever because there was so much more gains on the market, and then a lot of people were reluctant, and then we finally just capitulated, like, you know what? We no longer believe in this market no more. If people can come in and just misallocate funds towards meme coin, and I've been ranting about meme coin for the past a week. You be hearing me every time I've been basically complaining on the pod. I just been saying, no, I can't stay in the market. I have to get out, and I'm getting out small by small. So I'm lucky I'm on the sideline because if I wasn't on the sideline, then I would be kicking myself like I should have taken it short and then so that I can buy it cheap. So hopefully you man took advice. Obviously, it's never really giving financial advice. You always do your research, but like the signs were there. Both fundamentals, the market being too frothy. And one last thing. Trump didn't lie to us, but he's holding true to his ethos of his campaign. He doesn't really care about the stock market, aka also doesn't really care about the crypto market as well because he's launching meme coins and he doesn't really care. I mean, it's like me late at night just playing a little 1 hour game of Madden. Like I don't really care what the result is. Like I'm still gonna just do what I need to do. So he doesn't care about us. What he really cares about is making sure inflation doesn't get out of control. And in doing that, he wants to lower rates, but he can't lower rates too aggressively. So he wants to make sure that the 10-year yield is down as soon as possible so the rates can come down. So that also helps with the economy getting better, getting employment on track, and also making sure that the mortgage rates stay low because most of the portfolio is a real estate market. So he has to make sure that the rates are healthy so his bill is not too high. Because at the end of the day, he's still like a two birds, one stone. You know what I mean? He's helping the U.S. economy. At the same time, he's also helping his own pocket. So his main concern in the medium short term, it's not crypto. So don't get it twisted. He's not gonna pump your backs. Like he's already pumped the backs. If you think he hasn't pumped your back, then you obviously be on the sideline and probably be on the wrong asset class. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Yeah, I think we've obviously hit probably a local top. The only thing that I have
yeah, we have, bro. We have. It feels like it because, bro, we can still push another 20% pump and still fall again back to 73K. Like that's just like the bearish structure is there. Like we've broken all. Like if you look at a high time frame, bro, like there is literally no support. It's literally all cliff all the way down to 73K. If 73K doesn't feel like if that happens, then we're closer to the bear market than it is to the bull market because any next rally, I will be very skeptical. Like I wouldn't put all my powder in. I'll literally just put only probably 50% and just ride that because I'm not sure how long that rally will be. Because once you correct 60%, that is a massive signal that the economy is not as healthy as we need it to be. And we're still waiting on QE. Like we still QT. We need QT to end. We need Ethereum to come home. So that means you need to capitulate down to
Ethereum's never coming home. Like, Ethereum's dead. Ethereum.
Exactly.
Ethereum's
Not putting 0.01 ABTC. That's what it needs to come down to. They want to have QT end and QE begin. Retail would naturally come in and we'll have that healthy altcoin season. But we will bounce in Q3. And I think this speaks to what I've been saying. It's looking like we're going to have a rat translated market, which means we're going to peak later in like Q3. and then bearish probably from Q4 onwards. And I would not be, listen, you don't want to be caught holding the bag in 2026. If you're still holding crypto like in 2026, then you probably have not been listening to anything we'll be saying, or you probably have not been doing no research or no homework by yourself.
Who you saying, Harris?
Yeah, I'm viewing it from two different lenses. Like, I'm not worried about Bitcoin at all. Like, Bitcoin does what Bitcoin does. It have these retracements, and it's going to be around.
You should though. You should because that's
No, but no one cares about the SPX 69,000, bro.
No, we'll come on to them on there. But what I'm trying to say is that obviously, it's not the end of crypto, and it's definitely not the end of Bitcoin.
Of course not.
When it comes to Bitcoin, the reason why I'm not worried is because obviously it's going to be here through multiple cycles. Now it's just a case of what you want your entry to look like, or if you're going to hold on to what you have or whatever. And it's neither here nor there because it's going to be around the next cycle and wherever else. It's going to be the leader as well. Where I'm more
1,000%.
Yeah, where I'm more concerned is around altcoins. I'm not even going to talk about meme coins. I'm just going to talk about altcoins. Obviously, you've got Solana. You've got obviously all these layer ones and stuff like that, and they are bleeding, and they're bleeding badly. They are, yeah, it's bad. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, they've given back a lot of the gains that they've already made. If we were to push up to say 120 and then Bitcoin dominance goes down and then some of the capital goes back, is that enough for them to push to all-time highs, or is it not? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, the more and more I look at it, and the further and further we go down, the less and less I'm convinced that happens. So if we do push up again to 120, say, and that is the top, maybe, I don't know what it would look like, but maybe we may have it may look different to how it's looked previously, as far as, what that blow off top looked like. Because obviously this market has been different, as we've already discussed in previous pods, due to pump fun and yada, yada, yada. But don't worry, guys. Today is the 28th of February. All-time highs in February, according to Murad, for meme coins.
No, listen. I would love for Murad to come on the pod and explain himself why he keeps shilling meme coins to the regular people, because because people think about it, it's like people just they think these influencers are messiahs and they didn't know exactly what's gonna happen. No one really knows. You can only speculate and act on the latest data. And Murad didn't get a data pattern that we did. You know what I mean? If it was awake, maybe by a fraction of a second, but if it was asleep, like all of us, he probably got the data later as well. So you just need to prepare, and because then this happens all the time, bro. We woke up and Chinese set the whole market on fire. Not just stocks, crypto too. So if that can happen, why do you think it can't happen off tariffs news? Or why do you think it can't happen if the war peace talk breaks down even more? Like, anything can happen. So you always want to make sure you have enough capital to always be able to back by this cheaper asset. And how do you do that? You have to take profit. Even if it means hitting a reset on your portfolio, you have to do that. Because there's no point in marrying your bags. Obviously, if you got your lump sum portfolio and mid-term portfolio, cool. Then you can choose whichever one you want to liquidate, but you have to take profit. This is why you have to take profit, because now no one can tell me, no one here on this pod can tell me this is the bottom for crypto. No one can tell me this is the bottom for Bit, because it could go lower. So if you don't know that, then you just gotta be prepared for that. So Murad doesn't know nothing. If you're trading based on Murad news, I feel sorry for you, because you need to go out there and literally get in trenches like everyone else and really learn what you're doing and try to improve your knowledge. That's the best thing.
Yeah, well, there's one other piece to add to that, is that this market, unlike other cycles, has really punished investors and it's favored traders. And it took me a while to really understand that, because obviously based on all the other cycles that I've been a part of, which is now 3, there was a very, formulaic way of doing things. You look at things in a bear market, you invest early, look at fundamentals, you hold on. Eventually, the market will catch up to what you already know, and then boom, you're line in profit. And that wasn't necessarily the case. And if it was the case with some of those things, by the time you look at it, you might say, okay, yeah, that's good. It's pumped already. let me wait for a few weeks, a few months, let it play out further, and I'm gonna hit another 10x. And by the time you realize that's not the case, and the narrative switches something else, or it's no longer flavor of the week, and it's something else. So I think that's been a big reality check for those who've already been in crypto for a while. And yeah, it's just something to keep in mind moving forward as well. Is that things are super rotational, and yeah, there's no sign of that stopping anytime soon, unless the barrier to entry increases, but that's unlikely to happen.
Yeah, let me just drop some hopium data on our listeners and viewers before we shift to the next topic. I mean, at the end of the day, we might sound like like spelling doom and gloom, but we're just trying to remain pragmatic, because at the end of the day, you have to protect your capital and have to prepare for anything that can happen. But just to kind of give you some hopium, in 2013, we had a price discovery correction of 75%, which lasted 13 weeks. But that was earlier on in the Bitcoin's history. Then 2017, we had a minus 34% in 3 weeks. So basically, that correction lasted 3 weeks. And 2021, same thing, minus 31%, lasted 4 weeks. Currently, 2025, minus 28 so far. And we are several weeks into it, almost 12 weeks. So, the ball will come in, and it's all about just having enough conviction to kind of re-long or re-enter, or just go into your favorite asset. So, the bull market's not over. It's not over. I think we still got one more leg. Whether that is going to be higher than the previous one, that's the data that we don't have yet, but it's definitely gonna. We have another rally in us.
We certainly might. But someone else that may not have anything left is Bybit, which is the world's second largest crypto exchange, and they suffered a 1.4 billion with a B ETH attack from a cold wallet breach. And the story is very, very interesting. So the Lazarus Group, which is a North Korean criminal organization, appears to be the culprit, and it appears as though it was socially engineered. And the FBI confirmed today that North Korea was responsible for the 1.5 billion Bybit hack. Bybit CEO said that the platform was experiencing massive withdrawals over the past few hours. This was closer to the hack. And up to 4,000 withdrawals transactions were pending, and Bybit needed to rotate liquidity to fulfill requests. Do you think that because we haven't really had any major collapse as far as exchanges are concerned, and we've had that in the past few cycles, FTX and others as well. Do you think that Bybit could be the next to fall, and this could, potentially cripple them?
Nah, man. Nah, not at all. Do you know what happened? Bybit got hacked by the Lazarus Group, like you just said. But what's mad is all of the crypto community, the exchanges that has unbelievable unlimited funds, some VCs, some personally wealthy individuals decided, you know what? If I don't support this now and nip this in the bud real quick, the price of crypto is going to fall down, and we might have another FTX. So they had bare donations. They had a mad amount of donations, and I don't know what the number is, because everywhere I look, it's like some are on chain and some are off chain, and obviously the off chain is unbelievably hard to track. So they had a lot of people that came forward and companies that came forward to help them out. So it didn't really crash. The price of on the market at the time didn't plummet like it did when the FTX scandal happened, or when Mt. Gox collapsed, or when Poloniex got hacked. This was like the biggest hack in crypto, but the quickest recovery ever. Because they have openly said, like, listen, no one loses money from this hack. Bro, how the fuck does that happen, bro? Bro, if a bank gets done for 1.4 bill, yeah, the bank is finished, bruv. Because we don't know how fractional reserve work. They lend 10 times the amount that's actually in their books. So 1.4 bill, they're finished, because they're finished. Like, they're finished, bro. They don't have that amount in profits. They're finished. The bank will be finished. And the government would have to step in. Governments around the world would have to step in. Bro, in crypto, 48 hours later, my man's got the 1.4 bill worth of ETH back How the fuck, I don't know, or somewhere close to that number. And they were like, yeah, no one will lose any money from this. What the fuck? So yeah, I don't think Bybit is going to turn into like a Mt. Gox situation. And just the way how the market has responded is, yeah, man. That's like, obviously we shit on crypto all the time for, you know, bare random actors, the Lazarus group. Anyway, Lazarus, if you might want to hire me, hit me up. Anyway,
That kind of get application for no.
but I just think so. Them man did the thing, they hacked, and the gap got filled so quickly. The rest of the market was like, well, how can we even dump? Like, bro, I remember at the time when it got hacked, Ethereum was at like 2,700 and something, and I'm like, yo, this is the easiest, cleanest short in history, bro. Like when the news broke, I think Deji put it in our Discord first, and then I put it like half an hour later, and I'm like, bro, this is the quickest short. This is the best shorting opportunity ever. An hour later, I'm expecting the price to be through the floor, bro. The price is the same. I'm like, what's going on? Even a couple days later, it's only with the drop this week on the 27th that actually caused it to go down to 2,200. But yeah, I mean, it was predominantly ETH, and it just held really strong. So I just think the market is in a better place than it was previously. But yo, that's a lot of cash, man.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, I was surprised it didn't fall, but I'll be lying to you if I say that I don't think it contributed to this capitulation. I think if that didn't happen,
I hear that.
we probably wouldn't have a big, massive correction like this, and we'll still be maintaining that range low. I think this was because think about it, right? It's been just a cascade of catalysts. Because obviously we getting good news, like you said on X. I mean, all these cases that have been dropped at SEC. I mean, a lot of good news. Like Revolut just started the X trading platform thing, but it's all been just engulfed by all these negative sentiment and a lack of demand, essentially, for crypto. Because now that crypto is not an afterthought for the current U.S. governing body, it's just not looking good. I mean, we're waiting for the sovereign wealth fund to buy. People that are buying, there's just been more outflows and inflows, essentially, in layman's terms. So at the end of the day, I think that Bybit stuff did contribute to it. If not immediately, it definitely kind of broke the friction, because it was already looking bad. Like we were looking, that was probably like the last missing piece for me to be like, you know what, this market just feels effed. I'm out. So and again, the funny thing about it is like, they are not, like, personally for me, and then this is a bit of a tinfoil hat conspiracy, but I felt like Bybit was in on this hack because you had to sign this multi-sig contract. Yeah, allegedly, but someone had to sign on their end.
Nah.
Yeah, of course, yeah, but someone had to sign it, and then for you to not be sure what you're signing and let this happen on your watch. Yes, you made the money back, but you know what I mean. This just spooked investors even more.
Did you man hear what the CEO of Bybit said? So immediately after they got hacked, they came out, press release, you know, background on fleek, everything, and he's like, yeah, so I'm unbelievably sorry. I have to take full responsibility for this. You know, I saw the transaction and I just clicked approve, but I didn't really. He said some shit like, I didn't really take the time
something like that. Yeah.
I didn't look at it properly. Excuse
1.5 billion worth of transaction properly.
Bro, that's got to make you think, how rich are these man, bruv? Bro, if the £100 leaves my account,
how reckless, bro, it's
rich,
how reckless are you, bro?
Rich, fam.
Because
bro, if £100 leaves my account, bro, and I get a notification that says verified £100, I'm gonna read that properly. This guy saw 1.5 bill and was just like, yeah, man, send that through. Let me go link these baddies. Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's why I questioned the involvement. But then again, what they've done is very clever. You know what they did? They put out a $150 million worth of bounty hunt against they retrieved 150 mil. Yeah, fam. The biggest ever, fam. So that's like Bybit. Yeah. Because they're trying to retrieve this money back. So for you to give that much money towards, so you to look at that resource towards.
What's the bounty though? Because the money's already left their account.
Hey, that's a big
story, but like is to think of a way to kind of prevent them from, because right now, so the hackers, they have the exchange about 200 mil. They converted like 200 mil worth of what's called ETH into BTC using Torchain. So you might know about Torchain. Torchain is obviously you know about Torchain. And then exactly, it's a mixer. And recently, I don't know if you might have noticed on the chart, he had a mad bleep up just shortly a couple days after this hack, and that was the reason why. And even it was so bad that even one of the chief leader developer of Torchain had to resign because he felt like it was part of the whole. Not that it was willingly part of the operation, but because they use his platform to kind of get away with some of the money. Because now that money is in BTC, it's a bit hard to trace back. But if it's built in ETH, you can still track that wallet and see what to do with it. Once they use Torchain, they obviously got away with at least short mil, and what they do with the rest is we don't know what they're gonna do. They're probably gonna figure out a way to remix it again to other tokens. But yeah, the guy quit because he didn't want to be part of that. And I just think all this stuff, it just wasn't. It's just not good narrative, fam. Like there's the narrative. Where's the part of the narrative? It's just not there. You know what I mean? People getting hacked. And then I bet think they're smart. They think they're smart. Like, yeah, we're gonna we'll give you a reward of 150 mil if you can help us to get or stop these people from using the ETH that they stole.
Bro, let's just dig into this. Let's give the people the facts here of this bounty hunt, fam. So Ben Zhao, I think it's Zhao. I might be wrong. Excuse me if I butcher your name, but I've still come on the pod. CEO of Bybit, yeah, said, join us on the war on Lazarus. Man created a website, lazarusbounty.com. And he's like, listen, it's 140 mil, and we're basically paying people to help us trace the funds. I thought I had to go out of my house and punch someone. My man saying to help us trace, bro. That's keyboard oriented.
Yeah.
Bro, he's like, all freezers get 5% of the bounty, exchange, and mixers and all. He's got live ranking of good and bad actors, their response time, and basically he's just trying to say, you know what, like we're just trying to hammer the Lazarus group, bro.
Yeah.
How is everybody not doing this, bro? Bro. There's been 4.2 mil already allocated, bro, of 12 bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Are you?
You trying to tell me there's only 12 people doing it?
There's 12 people that have been rewarded so far.
Rewarded, okay.
Bro, how are people not? Bro.
You gotta have the skill in it. You gotta have the skill to trace it.
Listen. We hear these confessions every week here of people that come on here and are like, I'm dying. I really want this next win. I'm gonna put it on fucking peanut, and then hopefully I'll make a bag, or I'm gonna perk trade my $1 grand to 2 million.
Yeah,
this is literally like, bro, all you need, you say you need skills there, but you also need effort, bro. Like ultimately you can learn the skills if you have the dedication. 140 mil. Bro,
it's not small money, bro.
I didn't even know this was a thing. Bro, you should have let us know about this. Deji, you saw this,
bro.
And you didn't even let MANDEM know, son.
No, my bad. I thought you man knew was the Bybit hack was so massive, bro. And the thing about it is, bro, Bybit had to respond, because if they didn't respond, the whole world would think they were part of it. And I was starting to think that until they issued a statement that we're gonna pull 140 mil towards the bounty hunt. Cool. Then I'm like, no, maybe they're not part of it, but I still think deep down, obviously, allegedly, I think they have some, because I'm just saying that I've given our views and listeners the fact. This game in crypto, yeah, these centralized exchanges have a lot of power. That's why I didn't feel bad for them, because guess what? Just in time, a week later, the crypto longs got liquidated for record-breaking liquidation, fam. And guess what? Bybit made tons of money from being positioned correctly and also fees. So I don't feel sorry for them at all. Yes, they were loaned ETH, but they already sent that back to the people that loaned it to them. So they made that money back already. Yes, their P&L sheet got taken a hit, but still. But I don't feel sorry for this extra change at all, because why? It always works in their favor. Always.
I hear you, bro. I'm not on the side of Bybit here. Bybit, bro. At the end of the day.
Well, of course not.
I am on the side of, you can go.
Bybit, if you still want to sponsor us, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, still sponsor us, bro. We love you. But I just think from looking at it as a sense of, this is crypto, this is something that's going on today. Go learn some skills, bang this out, track some money, be successful at it. Potentially, these men are getting mad bounties, fam.
And you know what you can even do? you got obviously all these AI tools as well. If you don't know where to start, you can just plug it in there, and I'm sure it can give you a step by step on how you can actually, do it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't know where to start, but that's what I would do.
Yeah, but the tools are there, bro. You just need to be willing to want to do it. Like, I mean, a lot of people just like to complain, like, I don't have no money, and like, my life sucks. But most of the time, you just need to get up and do something, and things will work out in your favor.
Nah, fam, listen, it's gonna be a long weekend. That's all I'm saying.
How we say you're gonna be bounty hunter, yeah?
Hey, it's gonna be a long weekend, bruv. Whatever I don't know, man's gonna be chat GPT and facts.
I might have to join you on that one still. And someone else that is not going to be joining a jail time any soon is anyone that has been launching any meme coins, because the SEC have just said that meme coins are generally not securities under federal law. So Dave Portnoy, Donald Trump, well, Andrew Tate didn't launch his own one, but all of these other influencers, Iggy Azalea, all of these guys who are pumping and dumping on pump.fun are not going to jail because they said that it's not a security, effectively. So what do you guys make of that? Do you think it's good?
Crime season. Crime season.
100% crime season. But let's pre what they said, bro. They didn't say that, they didn't just say that it's not a security. They said we're treating them as collectibles, bruv. They're saying meme coins are the same as fucking baseball cards and Pokemon cards. Are they taking the piss, fam? They are taking the literal piss, bro. The SEC, they saw the names on the case. They're like, Donald Trump's like, nah, what, Elon? That's my brethren, bruv. Oh, I got one too. What, Iggy? Nah, I like when she twerks. Bro, and he said, you know what? I am gonna let all of these men do what they're doing with no consequence. Bro, that's criminal, fam. People have killed themselves over meme coins, bro. And my man's just like, yeah, it's just like having baseball cards or like, collectible fucking Gucci belts. I don't know, bro, but that is insane, fam. I saw that news and I was just like, I was on the floor. I was like, are these men serious? Crime season's legal, bro. We're in crime season.
But at the same time, it's like, on the one hand, people in crypto are like, don't, let the government regulate. And on the other hand, people are crying when they don't regulate. So which one is it?
Bring back Gary. Man like Gary G, bro. He's sitting in his mansion, reading the papers, thinking, I told you fuckers. I told you fuckers indeed. Come on, bro.
So, for me, it's just like, I don't like regulation. I've never been a fan. If you've been watching, you should know this. But I think there should be an effort to maybe educate investors, perhaps in some sort of way, before they get their hands on it. Like how before you buy stocks or whatever, they'll say, "Oh, stocks are like a risky medium, blah blah blah. Take these poor things. If it goes down, it's a blah, 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 whatever." And I think even if you sign up to some crypto exchanges, you have to do that as well. Maybe doing that. I know it's not the most robust thing in the world, but just some level of due diligence. But yeah, all that it means though is that more meme coins are going to come out. Obviously, when the hype is there, they'll probably be back again. But yeah, this thing is not going to end anytime soon. And if it doesn't continue in its current way, because maybe people get smart, then it'll evolve into something else and people will just do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's both good and bad because, like, yes, you're right. Too much regulation will cripple the innovation in the market. But I can argue we stop building once we realize we can just launch meme coins. So, it's a double-edged sword because, it's just peak, fam. So, I don't know how this is not good news in my opinion, and I think it's only a matter of time for the change again because we will have compressors trying to. I think I saw a bill trying to be passed so that you can prevent basically House members from launching their own meme coin like Trump. So if you're part of a House member, they'll bring you that. But I think it needs to.
Yeah, so House Democrats reportedly set to introduce the Meme Act, which is a bill that would ban public officials from issuing or endorsing meme coins like Trump.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we need that. We need that.
Let me get this straight. President said, "You man, listen. This is what I did. It's illegal now. You man can't do that. Yeah, cool."
No, but he's not the one who's bringing it. It's the Democrats in the House of whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know how the system works. But
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's the Democrats.
No. But yeah, he's Democrats members that are trying to push this, and I think, I mean, we need something similar for celebrities because I just like, for example, I don't know if you how much visibility you had in the Yeet coin, but when it was launched, like before when it was announced it was being launched, a lot of people already made money and lost a lot of money trying to trade the Yi meta derivatives. But now that hype has died down, especially now no one's thinking about Yi coins now because people are just watching their portfolio bleed back into Bitcoin, and the cryptoverse kind of heating itself. So it's more meme coin. I feel like the market's already oversaturated with too much excessive token launches. So not having any kind of like penalty, or maybe just people need to be educated themselves, because it looks like regulation. This is what we wanted, right? We didn't want to be too tightly regulated, but there's still regulation because you can't do whatever you want in crypto, fam. Like just ask SBF, fam. He's still waiting on a presidential pardon from Trump, and I'm not sure he's gonna get that anytime soon. Like no matter how much you don't think Trump is pro crime season, which I think he is, but he's not in a hurry to go pardon SBF. Like, bro, you do some crime stuff that's blatant, cool. But if you know what you're doing, it's definitely crime season.
It is crime season. And on that note, we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.